Good morning. Welcome to the United Palace Theater and to the 2024 graduation ceremony for the Colin Powell School for Civic and Global Leadership. Congratulations to all our graduates, professors, parents, family members, and friends. Before we begin, for the safety and viewing pleasure for all of our guests and graduates, we ask you to please silence all cell phones. Take all the photos and videos you'd like, however, please do so from your seat. And note that the commencement ceremony is being recorded and will be posted to the Colin Powell School YouTube channel. In case of emergency, please proceed in an orderly fashion to the nearest exit and listen for announcements. And now, I ask you to please join me in welcoming the platform party, led by Dean Andrew Rich, accompanied by our keynote speaker, Anthony Romero, Provost Tony Liss, our valedictorian, Alivya Barry, and our salutatorians, Ziné Ebersohn, Stephen Fernandez, Sumaiya Rashid, and Kazi Tejwar, and members of the Colin Powell School faculty and staff. And now I ask you to please rise for the national anthem, which will be performed by our own alumna, Ms. Annika Ludka.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red gleam, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say, does past that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Annika. I'm Andy Rich, and I am the Dean of the Colin Powell School for Civic and Global Leadership here at the City College of New York, and it is my distinct pleasure and privilege to welcome you to this 2024 undergraduate convocation of the Colin Powell School. Graduates, congratulations. So this day is about you and what you have accomplished. There are more than 1,000 new graduates in the Colin Powell School class of 2024. It's a record number. It's so many that we can't all fit in this magnificent room at the same time. So this morning is undergraduates, this afternoon is for graduate students. And we know that we have many friends and family who are not in this room with us today watching the live stream, and I want to extend a warm welcome to all of them. On behalf of my faculty and staff colleagues and the Colin Powell School Board of Visitors, led by Linda Powell, who's right here in the front row to join in this celebration, congratulations. Along with Linda Powell, we're joined by Marco Antonio Ashan and Shahara Ahmad Llewellyn from our Board of Visitors today. Thank you both for being here. We are pleased to have CCNY's Provost, Tony Liss, with us today here on stage. Provost Liss has been a stalwart supporter of the Colin Powell School, and we're grateful that he's with us. It's a time-honored tradition that as we begin this ceremony and before we celebrate all of you, one by one, we think about and we thank all of those who helped you get to this point. Your family and your friends, your professors and your mentors. So I want to invite all of you to just take a minute, just 5 seconds, to think about who that is for each of you. Some of them are probably right here in this room. Some of them are not able to be here with you. And now I want to invite you, for all of them in this room and beyond, to make a whole lot of noise, to thank your family members, your friends, the faculty, the staff, and the mentors who helped you get to this point. So, for the very first time, we are holding this convocation in this extraordinary United Palace Theater. It's a stunning space with a rich and a wonderful history. More than 90 years ago, here in Washington Heights, the neighborhood's immigrant families gathered together to build community through a shared appreciation of the arts. The theater itself, which incorporates elements of Islamic, Buddhist, and Hindi architecture, rose to prominence during the Great Depression and World War II. During those times of immense challenge and uncertainty, this place brought people together. It was part of what gave them the opportunity to imagine a better future. Graduates, with that rich history, it feels right to assemble in this hall as you embark on meeting the challenges and uncertainty of your time. You do so at a particularly difficult moment in our world. Wars and conflicts abound in almost every region of the world, including, of course, in the Middle East. True humanitarian disasters and catastrophes, those created by man and by nature. We face the existential threat of climate change and a warming Earth. Democracy is threatened around the world, including here in the United States. It is a heavy moment for us to come together and to celebrate. Our campus has certainly not been immune to it, and that weighs heavily too, especially for some. But it is important that we're together today and that we're together to celebrate. Because graduates, for each and every one of you, we hope and we expect that you will not only imagine a better future, but you're prepared to create it, to use your voices and your knowledge and your power to make a difference. Learning how to make a positive difference in the world is the purpose of the Colin Powell School. And that purpose is expressed most profoundly by what you, our graduates, achieve. You have different points of view, different perspectives, and different personal goals. But you and we share a commitment to building a more just and equitable world, one in which racism, homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, and Islamophobia are eradicated. A society where all people have rights and all people can live more freely. It is so easy to say, and yet it seems so difficult to achieve. Progress on all of these fronts is all too slow. There can be setbacks. There are for sure detours. My faculty colleagues and I believe in you. We believe you are ready to create a better society. In fact, our confidence in the future is thanks to the promise in all of you. You will be the new generation of leaders, leaders who are ready, and you are ready, to face down big challenges and to make a positive difference in the project of social change. Some of you are going to make your mark in domestic and international policy, some in public service, law, business, and finance. Some of you, where are psychology majors? Do we have any? Oh yeah, over here. Some of you are going to enhance the psychological well-being of others. All of you are ready to be leaders in service to our city, to our nation, and to the world. And we need you. We're counting on you, and we are absolutely confident that you're ready. So graduates among you are born and bred New Yorkers. Who's a born and bred New Yorker? And there are immigrants from almost 100 different countries. How many folks come from a different country? You're an extraordinarily varied group. What unites you is the desire to do well for yourselves and for your families. But I thought, let's get to know you just a little bit better. And so I want to ask you to stand up and remain standing if what I'm about to say describes you. So first off, stand up if during your time in college you've also been a parent or a full-time caregiver responsible for others in your family. Stand up. Now I want to invite the folks who have worked part-time or full-time to get through college to stand up. Now, everyone around you can notice almost everybody's standing up. So now I want you to put your hands up if you're actually from this neighborhood, from Washington Heights, where we're having this celebration today. Great. We got Washington Heights in the house. And then put your hands up if you will be the first person in your family to get a college degree. Amazing. And last, because I can still see a few people sitting, stand up if you're part of the 2024 Colin Powell School class. Great. You are an amazing group. All right, now you can all sit down. So, I know that this day and this moment for some of you brings as much anxiety as it brings excitement. We're all celebrating you, and you're saying to yourself, hey, Kosh, could you just give me a little more time? I'm still trying to figure out what's next. And I just want to say to you, please know that it is okay. You should be easy on yourself. You should be good to one another. If you haven't quite figured out what's next, I can tell you, you are absolutely not alone. It takes time, so be patient. And parents, give them just a little bit of time, because I promise you it's going to pay off. So be patient, but also be persistent. And while you're patient with yourself, be impatient with the work. And lean on all of us. We're still here for you to help you think about jobs, graduate school, everything that's in your reach, even as you graduate today. You assume a new and a permanent status as Colin Powell School alums. So stay in touch and let us help you. I can tell you this, you have left a mark on this place, and our school is now, I hope, a part of you. You leave here bound with a special kinship with those who graduated before you and those who are still to come. Always be proud ambassadors for City College. Tell others why this is an absolutely essential institution in the city and in the nation. CCNY and the Colin Powell School belong to each of you, and we are excited. We believe in you. Congratulations. It is now my privilege to introduce our 2024 commencement speaker, Anthony Romero. Anthony Romero is the executive director of the American Civil Liberties Union, the nation's premier defender of civil liberties, the freedoms that give this nation promise. He took the helm of the ACLU just 7 days before the September 11th, 2001 attacks, some 23 years ago, and he has been a transformative leader. Throughout Mr. Romero's tenure, the ACLU has pursued aggressive litigation and advocacy around the greatest injustices of our time, including challenging the injustices of the war on terror, fighting to close Guantanamo, winning the freedom to marry for same-sex couples, reducing mass incarceration and combating racial disparities within the criminal justice system, ensuring federal civil rights protections for LGBTQ workers, enshrining the right to abortion in state constitutions, and in fighting the assault on transgender rights and dignity. Mr. Romero has presided over the most successful growth in the ACLU's history, dramatically increasing its membership, national and affiliate staff, and increasing the headquarters budget tenfold. This unprecedented growth has enabled the ACLU to expand its nationwide litigation, lobbying, political advocacy, and public education efforts. Anthony is the ACLU's 6th executive director and the first Latino and openly gay man to serve in that capacity. He has been named one of Time Magazine's 25 most influential Hispanics in America, and he has received dozens of public service awards, including an honorary doctorate from the CUNY School of Law. Born right here in New York City to parents who hailed from Puerto Rico, Anthony was the first in his family to graduate from high school. He's a graduate of Stanford University's Law School and the Princeton University School of Public Policy and International Affairs. He embodies the leadership and social change values that are so important to the Colin Powell School. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Anthony Romero.
Thank you, Dean Rich, for that very kind introduction. Members of the Board of Visitors, faculty, families, friends, thank you. To the graduates of the class of 2024, to the esteemed valedictorian Alivya Barry, to all of the salutatorians, I congratulate you on your remarkable achievements, and I thank you for the privilege of sharing this stage with you on your special day. It is an honor to be here addressing the Colin Powell School of Civic and Global Leadership. When I was coming here this morning, it felt like I was coming home. I spent my early childhood not far from here in the Castle Hill projects in the Bronx. Google Maps says it's only 6 miles from here, but it feels like worlds away. After the Bronx, my family and I moved out to New Jersey, and I came back to New York after law school. I spent most of my adult life here in New York City. So as a proud New Yorker, as a proud New Yorican, it is a special honor to be asked to speak at an institution woven so thoroughly and wonderfully into the fabric of the greatest city on earth. As graduates of the Colin Powell School for Civic and Global Leadership, you have chosen to hone your leadership skills in a world where it is easier to retreat than to lead. At a time when it's easier to give up and to climb into a cocoon where the internet delivers your food, your clothes, and your opinions to your front door. But thank God that you chose a different path, as leadership has never been more important than it is now. You have decided to become part of something bigger, to fight for the changes that this nation and that this world so desperately needs. And I'm grateful you've chosen this path. Having made the journey from public housing to this commencement podium, I feel joyful as I look out over the crowd of young people about to embark on your own journey. Standing here at your graduation, I can't help but remember my own, with my mother, with my father, with my sister, all dressed in our Sunday best. Over the years, my heritage as a proud Puerto Rican was a source of great strength for me. It shaped my upbringing and continues to inform my worldview to this day. Looking out at this diverse sea of students, I suspect that many of your ancestors didn't arrive on the Mayflower either. But all of you, each and every single one of you, earned your place to be here. And for many of you in the class of 2024, just like me and my family, you've had to overcome extraordinary odds to reach this incredible moment. I'm sure that somewhere in this class, I'm looking at the next Felix Frankfurter, a City College graduate who became one of the greatest Supreme Court justices ever to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court. Or possibly the next Faith Reingold, the brilliant artist and activist for gender equity and racial equality. Or maybe even the next Herb Sandler, a titan of industry who would ultimately give away a significant portion of his wealth to organizations and causes championing free speech, civil rights, and social justice. Or, of course, the next Colin Powell, who broke racial barriers throughout his career and served his country for decades in military and civilian life. You've accomplished a great deal and you should be real proud. But let's also remember to give credit to the folks who helped you along the way. Your friends, of course, your professors and administrators at City College, but also the people who sacrificed to provide for you, the people who worked overtime for your tuition, the people who kept immaculate homes you came home to, the people who cooked your meals, who put a roof over your head, who had dreams for you, the people who pushed you, who believed in you, who hugged you, the people who picked you up when you fell down, the people who taught you how to walk, the people who taught you how to say your first words, the people who taught you how to read, the people who showed you the meaning of the word love. And of course, I'm talking about your families. And graduates, you can feel real proud that you're in that cap and gown, that you're about to walk across this stage, styling your way to get your diploma. But you know that this diploma is as much theirs as it is yours. So why don't you, the graduates, turn up the house lights, please. Why don't you, the graduates, get on your feet and join me in giving the moms and dads, the tios and tias, the grandmothers, the daddies, the bubbies, the nanas, the abuelas, the abuelos, and the countless others, get on your feet and give them a round of applause for what they have done to make today happen. Since we're talking about people, thank you. Since we're talking about people who support us along the way, I'd like to say a few words about someone who chose to be a part of my journey. My late friend and former mentor, Herb Sandler, City College graduate, class of 1951. He was the founder and CEO of Golden West Financial Corporation. And Herb used what he learned here to make enough money in banking that he could have built himself a castle and forgotten the problems faced by ordinary folk. But instead, he used what he learned at City College and what he learned growing up poor on the Lower East Side to lift up and reach down to help others as well. Herb used his wealth to advance freedom and justice for everyone in this country. And over the years, he gave me advice, he gave me support, he even gave me love when I needed it. Herb Sandler was a true believer when it came to freedom of speech. He valued divergent viewpoints, even when those viewpoints were critical of his industry, of his bank, or even himself personally. The press was sometimes unkind or even unfair to him. But Herb walked the walk when it came to free speech and a free press. He always believed that the answer to criticism, even if unfair or unfounded, was more speech, not less. He believed in open debate, not censorship. He understood the centrality of real journalism to our democracy. And with his philanthropy, he helped create ProPublica, one of the most important institutions during tough, nonpartisan reporting. At the ACLU, we deeply believe that freedom of the press, freedom of speech, and academic freedom are all interconnected, that they're all critically important to the functioning of our democracy. The ability to collect and impart information, the ability to discuss, debate, and even hotly contest ideas. This is especially true for challenging ideas, controversial ideas, even repugnant ideas. We have zealously fought for the rights of people and groups of varied ideologies and beliefs to speak their minds, from gun owners to gun opponents, from anti-LGBT organizations to pro-LGBT groups, from Trump supporters to anti-Trump activists. And that's why the ACLU fights so passionately to protect the freedom of speech on college campuses right now when it's under attack. As a domestic organization, the ACLU takes no position on wars between foreign countries, never have and don't now. Yet we champion the rights of students to express themselves, whichever side they are on, whatever it is they believe. Universities have a responsibility to ensure they maintain an environment in which all students can thrive and learn. But it's not the university's job to protect students from hearing or engaging with upsetting or even hurtful ideas. In fact, it's the university's job to prepare the leaders of tomorrow by exposing them to challenging worldviews, competing analyses. The leaders of tomorrow, you, the class of 2024, need to be comfortable with the contestation of facts and the clash of ideologies. Sometimes it's a hard line to walk. As passionately as students care, free speech is not a license for violence or property destruction or physical intimidation or harassment of other students. And as worried as administrators are, they must respect their students' free speech rights and honor the long and important tradition of student campus activism. That means that universities must not single out particular viewpoints for censorship, discipline, or disproportionate punishment. Whether students carry Palestinian, Israeli, or American flags, whether they are progressives, moderates, or conservatives, everyone must be accorded the same rights and accept the same responsibilities. And universities have an obligation to protect students from discriminatory harassment and violence. And this year, too many universities have failed to meet this obligation to their Jewish, Muslim, Arab, Israeli, and Palestinian students. And most fundamentally, the universities must not penalize students for expressing their viewpoints, even if they do so in deeply offensive terms. They can, of course, enforce and announce reasonable, content-neutral, time, place, manner policies on protesting activity, but they must leave ample room for students to express themselves. And I think most tellingly, universities must also recognize that armed police on campus can endanger students, especially students of color, and that should be a measure of last resort. Administrators have to recognize that many of the pressures that are being placed on them are coming from politicians seeking to exploit campus tensions. Recognizing the source of these pressures is the first step. Resisting them is the second. Class of 2024, you're graduating at a challenging time. No one would blame you if you wanted to reconsider your career in leadership or public service right now. But I'm guessing that's not going to happen. You are New York City tough. You are City College trained. You follow in the footsteps of Frankfurter, Rheingold, Sandler, and Powell. You are meant for more. Much has been given to you, and even greater things are expected from you. Reach out and make a difference in people's lives, just like your parents and your professors did. Get off the beaten path. Discover new communities. Respect and engage with people whose passions and opinions differ from your own. Speak your mind with courage and clarity, but also stand up for the right of your opponents to do the same. Become part of institutions that will magnify your voice and drive change. Leadership is not ordained from above. It doesn't come from yelling the loudest, and it certainly is impossible from a self-imposed isolation chamber. It comes from your heart. It comes from your mind. It comes from the sweat of your brow. It comes from communities, from the institutions that you will populate and lead, and from the people whose lives you will touch. Congratulations, graduates, and I thank you in advance for what I know you're going to achieve. The world desperately needs the 2024 graduates of the Colin Powell School for Civic and Global Leadership. It will be thrilling to watch you rock it. And now give yourselves the round of applause you so deeply deserve. Thank you.
Andy, thank you very, very much. So every year, it is a privilege for the faculty of the Colin Powell School to identify outstanding graduates to serve as our valedictorian and salutatorians. This year, we have 4 salutatorians, and I want to invite you to get to know them a little bit, and I'll ask them to stand as I introduce them. The first is Ziné Ebersohn. Ziné. So Ziné is a South African-born international student majoring in psychology and philosophy. Growing up in South Africa, Ziné always felt a profound obligation to learn about what healing means for different communities. Her experiences as a student success guide mentor at the Colin Powell School and a youth mental health intern at Lorraise Girls and Boys International have had a significant impact on her connection with the field of psychology. Sharing the journey of her own mental health struggles has empowered Ziné to ask complex questions about mental health access and the disparities that exist in the larger healthcare system. After graduation, Ziné plans to apply for graduate programs that focus on the philosophy of psychology, and she intends to obtain a PhD in clinical psychology. Ziné hopes to spend her future in the academy while using her passion for healing and people to generate more accessible mental health services for all. Congratulations, Ziné. Stephen Fernandez. Accompanied by Benny, it looks like. Stephen is a first-generation student from the Dominican Republic and Stephen's immigrant journey to the United States has left him with a strong work ethic and a deep appreciation for the value of education. After coming to the United States in 2007, he was raised in the vibrant Hispanic and Latinx communities of Inwood and Washington Heights, where his family faced numerous challenges, including housing instability and high living costs. His family's resilience through these challenges fueled his determination to pursue a career in finance and to help others with the same needs. He graduates with a degree in economics and finance at CCNY. Stephen's been a teaching assistant, a co-founder of the CCNY chapter of the Association of Latino Professionals for America. He's enjoyed multiple internships, including at BNY Mellon, Bloom Energy, and Catholic Charities. He's committed to leveraging his skills and experiences to drive positive change within underrepresented communities. His plans include a master's degree in applied analytics and securing a job in the financial sector focused on financial analytics, data analytics, or operations in order to make a meaningful contribution in the industry. Congratulations, Stephen. Sumaiya Rashid. Sumaiya is a Queens native and a first-generation Bangladeshi-American. She is majored in psychology with a double minor in international studies and anthropology. She is committed to achieving social change by promoting mental health accessibility and educational equity. Sumaiya has participated in the Colin Powell Fellowship in Leadership and Public Service and the S.J. Levy Fellowship for Future Leaders. Through the support of these fellowships, she's interned at the International Rescue Committee and Laraise Girls and Boys International. She's also a student success guide and peer mentor. She's worked as the graduate recruitment coordinator at the Colin Powell School. After graduation, Sumaiya plans to pursue a career in talent acquisition and recruitment in order to help foster more equitable and inclusive workplaces. She hopes to be a catalyst for change and create pathways for underrepresented groups to achieve long-lasting visibility and equal opportunity in the workplace. Congratulations, Sumaiya. And Kazi Tejwar. Kazi is a double major in political science and sociology with a minor in legal studies at the Colin Powell School. As the son of Bengali immigrants from Flatbush, Brooklyn, his commitment to public service is deeply personal. Kazi played a key leadership role at City College in the creation of the John Lewis Initiative, which has turned CCNY into an early voting location for elections and has expanded voting access in Harlem. He sees that work as a rebuke of attacks on voting rights across the nation. He's also assisted in the revitalization of the Democracy Corps Fellowship at the Colin Powell School, strengthening ties with the New York City Civic Engagement Commission, and creating internship opportunities through civic involvement among students. He has had internships with House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries and Congressman Adriana Espaillat, and he's been a volunteer with Amnesty International USA to support programs against invasive surveillance. Kazi has been a Colin Powell Fellow, and he has been the Ropes and Grace Scholar through our honors program in legal studies. This summer, Kazi will be in Washington, D.C. as an intern through the Muslim Public Affairs Council's Congressional Fellowship Program. Congratulations, Kazi. And it is now my pleasure to introduce our and your 2024 valedictorian for the Colin Powell School, Alivya Barry. Alivya Barry is a first-generation college graduate and today receives her BA MA in research psychology with a minor in anthropology. She was the recipient of the T34 National Institutes of Health Bridges to Baccalaureate grant, and through that program, Alivya was able to transfer to City College from BMCC, the Borough of Manhattan Community College. She received her associate's degree there in psychology in 2022. During her time at the Colin Powell School, Alivya has been actively involved in a range of research projects in our Department of Psychology. She's presented her work at conferences and has received awards and certifications for her contributions. Her journey into researching resilience in children facing trauma is deeply personal, rooted in her own experiences and in a profound empathy for others. Alivya's plans are to obtain a PhD in clinical developmental psychology and to become a university professor, a researcher, and a clinician focused on sexual abuse and resilience. She's passionate about integrating evidence-based practices into program development and identifying innovative solutions for poverty alleviation. And Alivya, along with the honor of being valedictorian, comes and gets the responsibility to speak for her class and to speak to her class. So Alivya, congratulations, and I'm going to turn the podium over to you.
Good morning, everybody. First, I would like to thank all of our family and friends that have gathered here today to support us, as well as the faculty and staff who have gotten us here. We would not be here without the knowledge that they have passed down. And I'd also like to, aren't they so amazing? I'm very inspired by our salutatorians as well as everyone who's here today. Thank you, Dean Rich, for the introduction, although I think it makes me seem a lot cooler than I actually am. So that's nice. To the class of 2024, today marks a significant milestone in our lives, one that is filled with joy, pride, and a very large sense of accomplishment. I know that we all are ready to move on with our days, to walk across the stage and get our degree and then get lunch, because I'm sure we're all hungry. And also move on to the next stage of our life, which is so full of possibility and potentially dreams that we've had since we were little kids, or new ones that have developed in the last 4 years. But in this time, I invite us into a moment that will allow us to pause, reflect, and celebrate. While Dean Rich outlined my professional accomplishments, I wanted to create the opportunity to share a bit more of my story. And like many of you, my journey here has been rather untraditional. There are a multitude of experiences that contributed to shaping the person that I am today. Yet, I'm sure like many of you, I struggle to select one which should serve as the defining narrative of my story. I could recount the experience of my family fostering over 70, yes, 70 kids, both internationally and domestically, or shape my life through the lens of moving to the city at the age of 17 to pursue a career in dance, which obviously didn't turn out because I'm standing here today. Or I could discuss the complexities of being a biracial woman in the height of our modern civil rights movements, or possibly the trials of being a first-generation college graduate. While each of these adversities have played a significant role in shaping my identity, none singularly define me, and I resist the notion and encourage all of you to also resist the notion of defining yourself or reducing yourself to a single or series of adversities in a culture that claims one can only be successful if they have faced significant trials. I realize that I have endured much to stand here today, and while I'm fully aware of the challenges I have faced to make it here, I recognize that I've had it relatively easy in comparison to some of you. Many of you have overcome incredible obstacles, like leaving your country to pursue an education, balancing full and part-time jobs, homelessness, food insecurity, managing families, navigating the never-ending elevator and escalator construction of the NAC building. And yet, we've still all excelled in our studies. Your determination and perseverance is nothing short of inspiring. And so here we are, class of 2024, not in spite of or because of, but alongside the beautiful story of grief and triumph that has allowed us to stand here today. In my time of reflection on this season, I came up with a saying that goes, for all that has been loved and lost, there's still much to celebrate. It is the pain that I have endured over the last few years that allows me to stand here with pride, and I believe that to be true for all of us. Despite the hardships and sacrifices we have made to arrive at this moment of celebration, we have endured, we have learned, we have grown. Each of us have traveled a unique path filled with challenges and triumphs. And today we celebrate not just the academic achievements, but the resilience and determination that have brought us to this moment. This day is a testament of our collective strength, and I offer my congratulations to all of us. I want to share a quick story. It was 2020, a year that, I think we all would remember. And the world seemed to be falling apart before my eyes. With civil unrest, injustice, and the pain that our world had been confronted with, I knew that it would be up to my generation, our generation, the magnificent and wonderful Gen Z, to rebuild. I was incredibly overwhelmed by all that I had seen and the work that would be needed to do just to survive, not as a human within New York City, but I also held the intense weight of the decaying world around us. In truth, I really just wanted to hide. I wanted the easy way out, to marry someone with enough money to buy a farm in rural South Carolina so I could have some kids and live off my cornfields and pretend like the rest of the world didn't exist. But At the time in my life, I had the honor of being a nanny to the sweetest family, and the mother, Ella, who's sitting here today, said to me, "Alivya, don't be afraid of your own greatness." And this simple sentence changed my entire life. I said I wasn't gonna cry, but now you're crying. In that moment, I realized that I, like every single person in this room, cannot hide from the world around me because we, are destined to be the impetus that cultivates change. I was frightened by the broken world around me, but I was more so afraid of all that I could do to make a difference. Because what could possibly be more vulnerable than setting out to do a great thing and facing the possibility of failure? I knew that while my greatness was innate, it was also my responsibility to embrace, nurture, and foster its growth. I also quickly learned that greatness is not measured solely by academic achievement or professional success. It's also reflected in our character, our kindness, and our commitment to making a positive impact on the world. Greatness is about striving for excellence while remaining humble, lifting others to climb with us, and never losing sight of our values and principles. And after this realization, I could no longer hide. I had to step into the light and begin the journey of nurturing my greatness. And this is a journey of greatness that we have all set out on together. As I've sat in classes or wandered halls, or even as I see all of the people represented here today, I've been inspired by our incredible diversity. We represent a multitude of cultures and perspectives and backgrounds. This diversity has expanded our understanding of the world and taught us profound lessons in empathy, collaboration, and the value of understanding the experiences of others. We have learned to listen with open minds, to appreciate the unique experiences of others, and to work together towards common goals. These lessons have shown us that our differences and our strengths, and that by embracing inclusivity, we can create a more compassionate and equitable world. By learning from one another, we have grown not only as students, but as compassionate and informed global citizens. With that being said, it would be remiss of me to bypass the time of civil unrest that we currently live in. I would first like to champion all of the students, faculty, and staff that have taken the courage to stand and stare injustice in the face, make noise, and demand change. Just like in 2020, it's very tempting to hide, to shy away from uncomfortable conversations. But I encourage us to be the class, the generation that does not allow more injustice to pass in our world. We must stand up for those who are represented in this room. The woman who should have the right to bodily autonomy, the Black and brown people who should not have to worry about what they wear at night just to make sure that they make it home safe, those within the LGBTQ+ community who should have the right to love whomever they love, and the children and families still in Ukraine and Gaza that should not be living in fear because global superpowers are still arguing over strips of land. We must not hide or cower from the decaying world around us. And so, as we stand up in the face of injustice, let me offer some advice. In this time where we are most divided by race, culture, politics, gender, let us remember the value of diversity that we have learned within these walls. Let us embrace our differences and unite over the humanitarian goal of making the world that we are proud to leave for future generations who follow us. Please do not forget that we are the voice of underrepresented, minoritized citizens whose voices must be heard. But we cannot and will not allow our pride to squander the voice of our brothers and sisters. We, class of 2024, are the future leaders of countries, organizations, and global movements. We must strive to apply the lessons we learned within these walls to meet everyone with love and compassion, to value people for their intelligence, uniqueness, and contribution rather than simply the color of their skin, their gender, or ethnic background. We are a diverse group of world changers, each with unique talents and aspirations. Our time here at the Colin Powell School has equipped us with the knowledge, skills, and confidence to make a difference in our respective disciplines. Let us pursue greater tomorrows with passion and purpose, knowing that we have the power to effect change and create a better world. Our education is not an end, but simply a beginning. It is a foundation which we will build our futures, and we step into the next chapter of our lives. Let us remain curious, compassionate, and committed to making a difference. In closing, as we stand here today, let us remember the journey that has brought us to this moment. We have faced adversity, embraced diversity, and cultivated resilience. We have learned the importance of empathy, collaboration, and inclusivity. We have faced our fears and stepped into our greatness, recognizing our responsibility to foster change. We are the voices of the underrepresented, the champions of justice, and the leaders of tomorrow. As we leave this place, let us carry forward the lessons we have learned, the strength we have gained, and the commitment to making a positive impact on the world. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Alivya, thank you very, very much. So, now it's time for the main event. It is time for our graduates to come up and get their degrees. We're going to invite graduates of the Colin Powell School to cross the stage one by one and to be recognized. All of us up here are excited. We hope you are too. I want to turn it back over to Abby Fader-King, who is going to help lead us through this, led by department chairs, program directors, and representatives of each unit.
We will now present the BA and BS candidates of 2024. Anthropology will be presented by Professor Omnia Khalil.
Congratulations, and on behalf of the very few Arab professors, ألف مبروك، وإحنا فخورين بولادكم وبناتكم جدا. شكراً قوي إن أنتوا هنا النهاردة. Thank you. First graduate of anthropology, Clement Renee Flores. Beverly Poma. Jareen Choudhury. Pedra Guerra. And Abigail Benton. Jasmine Green. Nusrat Hussein. Ellen Ann. Anthony Munil. Franco Romano. Christina Stivala. Abigail Garbistad. Jessica Marie Deason. Janara Piquet. Zionin Jessica Zucchini Ju San Foster. And from Latin America and Latino Studies, Soné Hesh Cornell. Caldron Sherpa.
Economics will be presented by Professor Prabal Dey.
Congratulations, graduates and friends and family. Mohammad Mia. Kazi Ahmed. Kazi Azizur Rahman. Minab Mehan. Mustafa Chaudhry. Melissa Moyam. Kevin Liano. Christopher Guzman Silva. Raza Ali. Aga Ali. Rehana Taramin. Maria Mejia. Oluwakito Fua. J.C. McLean. Samson Marquez. Janathan Saima. Presley Ababillo. Jolaba Williams. Jasmine McNeil. Deontan Lee. Leah Jujang. Arizona Marina. Omar Martinez Alancazar. Jordan Chung. Trevor Watts. Nana Frimpe. Angelius Corres Javier. Adam Sulty. Murray Hendricks. Kezia Kent. Kevin Tok. Yerik Yov Garcia. Jaime Glit. Aman Chand. Edwin Aguilar Romero. Alex Guerrero. Khalil Aboud. Shakribo Toshuva. Trin Lee. Avandip Kaur. Ashanti Johnson. Kayla Keptus. Afsa Kauser. Denise Bieto. Gian Tiatela. Suleiman Kardasi, Kaylee Estrella, Anisa Rustam, Aruba Khan, Arvind Talukdar, Anthony Flores, Raghib Hussain, Adrian Espinoza, Anthony Rodriguez, Eddie Morales, Eric Romero, Jair Luna, Masuro Muniru, Eduardo de Leon, Bravely Betantes, Aya Mustafa, and that, my friend, is Zamir Yusuf. Congratulations. Panagotis Krampus, Dimitris Titotris, Umair Zalmoon, Akida Muhammad, Abigail Henry, Jahim Kardis, Kushi Seti, Christian Batista, Alimul Bouzaid. Congratulations again, economics graduates.
Management and Administration will be presented by Professor MC Bin Sharf.
Congratulations. We're a lot, so let's get this done. Stephanie Persad. Fahid Nayem. Rayod Kelaifi. Tanver Khan. Linda Lee. Michael Kessler. Chaudhuri Sarwar. Ali Shadukhan. Nancy Wilson. Salma Marin. Delvi Martinez. Federico Chiandri. Kadia Bah. Walter Rivera. Kate Juarez Rosas. Janelle John Charles. Jennifer Valdivia. Humaira Kabir. Nadia Chinku. Danielle Sullivan. Julie Abundes. Raymond Huang. Priya Kalun. Nahim Ali. Mario Costa. Aisha Asif. Marcela Singh. Nabiha Farouk. Herman Joel Amibor. Oriola Kurtaj. Kevin Kaye. Abdelrahman El Saka. Could you put them in? Rizwana Begum Ghani. Jewel Carroll. Rashida Begum. Aracelus Calderon. Arton Biberaj. Francis Hernandez. Kima Sinaran. Kenima Peralta. Ali Aramalazo. Tusha Aurora. Rosario Baltasar. Natalie Rodriguez Torres. Omega Purohit. Michael Ramos. Mohammed Abu Zadia. Franceri Rosario. Caitlin Antigua. Nana Oteng. Woo. Jonathan Blumrick. Catherine Parra. Asturit Gassi. Ashraf Al-Sukari. Fadi Bazruk. Kabari Mim. Mohammed Hussain. Patrick Greenfield. Akeem Billy. Svarkshka Roy. Nora Goma. That's it? Congratulations.
International and Global Studies will be presented by Professor Sarah Muir.
Thank you. Carmen Herman Mendez. Cynthia Alvarez. Fatima Duhansi Diomirsi. Aissatou Le. Boyombonti Tiombiano. Zorive Baez. Kailinda Garcia. Elijah Christian Reyes. Devon Merritt. Natalie Cepeda. Bushra Chowdhury. Radivosh Pedrovic. Zachary Rossman. Abdullah Mohiuddin. Mustafa Diallo. Graciela Salazar Osorio. Jaylene Pacheco. Diana Martinez. Ramatule Drame. Fatumata Nantume. Amelia Grace Whitney. Belkis Elisa Ventura. Andrew Lama. Shay Marshall. No Calamas. Teresa Benny. Bennett Lees. Diana Moreno. Hawa Cora. Congratulations.
Political science will be presented by Professor John Krinsky.
The political scientists will have studied law, legislation, social movements, repression, human rights, genocide, and they are prepared to be the leaders of tomorrow. Adrian Barroso. Ferdinand Freire Escobar. Betsy Ruth Kitugua. Theodore Fry Llanos. Serena Neftali Iriarte. Fauzia Islam. Justin Cordero. Matthew Bracken. Oh. Oops, sorry. Esmirna Mateo. Celia Lynn. Wildania Brito del Orbe. Elizabeth Peña Santana. Woo! Oh. Yesenia Suchusane Chuki. Faye Arbab. Oh, congratulations. Jessie Pienkowska. Oh, I'm going to cry. Khadija Mohammed. Asma Rahman. Hi. Sabrina Yasjanin. Jennifer Daniel. Gilles Gislan Nwaya Tanke Sulio. Alif Hassan. Melissa Cabrera. Jesse Lefkowitz. Ruby Myers Farber. Jennifer Garcia. Richard Jones. Ryan Day. Triana Ureña Abreu. Elisa Sass. Mehdi Shirkoya Simoni. Congratulations.
Sociology will be presented by Professor Gwendolyn Dordick.
How many do we have? I guess I am. Congratulations, sociologist Melinda Monterosa. Jaylene Rodriguez. Janaea Smith Butler. Nikisha Lewis. Akila Smith. Corinne Dukes. and Janae Hollins. Gerardo Rosas Garcia. Azucena Mendoza. Lisbeth Rivera Guzman. Rifa Takur. Brenda Flores. Mary Luz Mejia. Sophia Talley. Sumaiya Jimenez. Sade Castillo Mack. Tassim Anika. Kalia Lever. Venetia Rowe. Emma Johnson. Melissa Ramirez. Anbe Gabired Pascal. Odalis Tatelpa. James Perez. Joanne Harris. Priscilla Ramirez. And Kazi Tejwar.
The candidates for BA and BS in psychology will be presented by Professor Sophie Barrett.
Hello. Thank you. The candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology are Tasfia Tasnim, Lorena Abreu, Madeline Fajardo, Brenda Fajardo, Tia Gales Dunkley, Joari Munoz, David Nunez, Stephanie Pena, Angel Williams, Natasha Jester, Nastasia Jeter, Habibla Shabayo, Rhonda Brown, Oloyemi Olowaye, Minion Gaideen, Edwin Canela, Dariana Suriel Dominguez. I'm checking with them. Okay. Denise Mercedes Castillo. Victor Gutierrez. Somoli Parvin, sorry. Tangela Nuaz. Helen Neola. Jason Cabral. Anthony Villa. Okay. Jasmine. Okay. Jasmine Taylor. That's what I was calling you.
Kaho, Oulu, La Hui, Okalani. It's your best, and then Falastin is my middle name. But
Jasmine.
Kaho, Oulu,
Kaho Oulu.
La Hui, Okalani.
Okalani.
Yeah.
I'm sorry in advance. Okay.
And then Falastin is easy.
Jasmine Kaho Ulua Wui Okalani. Claudia Hernandez. Hemi Flores. Ilemi San Hilaire. Ashley Santiago. Jessica Gardenias. Grisnelli de Jesus Martinez. Sobea Cristal Arias. Jamia Stain Pine. Liana Phillips. Grace Elaine Diaz Perdomo. Genesis Colex. Shaniqua McClellan. Kayla Mejias. And Kitsa Jimenez. And Kitsa Jimenez. Thank you. Ken says Polidor. Nicole Gilia. Fabiha Gol. Fabiha Ferdowsi. Rodushi Ahmed. Daniela Barahona. Sabrina Garcia. Nereida Cabria. Sarais Lopez. Sheila Ferreira. Diana Wheeler. Princess Dorse. Jasmine Cow. Annalie? Annalie Balbuena. Annalie Balbuena. Kayla Duncan. Jerlisa Acevedo. Rihanna Naidu. Ariana Rivas. Michelle Fernandez. Georgina Paez. Stephanie Estevez. Asma Ahmed. Sorel Alcantara. Nelson Ayala. Natalie Moronta. Lucimar Mai. Camila Guerrero. Jennifer Guerrero. Mayfer Pina. Lakpa Sherpa. Heidi Aminas. Ashley Delgado Lopez. Exceline Mensa. Gabriela Castro. Nicole Flores. Angela Morta. Trevicia Ward. Natasha Edwards. Imran Raza Khan. Catherine Hernandez Baez. Rahina Bouyan. Miriam Mishu. Usra Al Yafai. Batur Shukarov. Efia Oseboan. Therese Malu. Lorena Marie Arias. Kadiatu Compare. Amber Nalamle Smith. Tanisha Reed. Naisha Maya. Mia. Sifa Sanayabat. Ashley John. Jahan Kaid. Is it Rabia? Okay. Rabia Sultana. Eric Gopal. Huda Batul. Bershid Espinal. Alison Gutama. Aij Kasi. Lori Joseph. Oscar Frias. Okay. Nina Kolar. Cater? Rami Cater. Rami Cater. Genesis Del Rosario. Brianna Nunez. Annette Vargas. Yada Naboa. Sasef Medina. Ivana Dominguez. Maria Lopez Hernandez. Dontel Young. Angelina Vega. Desiree Burgos. Okay. Wanda Guzman. Sarder. Nafis Sarder.
Begum.
Humaya Begum Liza.
Hossam Aldin. Okay.
Nancy Hossam Eldin Oshi. Ane Ariza. Carolyn Franco.
Severino.
Soriel Severino.
This is Maisha.
Maisha Basit. Scarlene Martinez.
Colin Pritchard? Colin Pickett. Oh, Pickett, okay.
Colin Pickett. Emmanuel Madera. Merla Ramos. Alexa Morales. Alexander Henry. Mika Ella Fernandez.
Okay.
Kiara Diaz Laura.
Amesquita.
Amanda Amesquita. Maya Pagan.
McKen? McKenz.
Miranda McKenz. Ishrat Sadia. Pamela Parata. Brianna Divina Toribio. Navia Patomi. Abigail Flores. Edward Diaz. Alex Keating. Diana Cruz. Erika Urania. Magdalena Cruz. Charles August. Diamante William Reed. Joseph Ramirez. Sebastian Ramales. Victoria Galaza. Marbelis Garcia.
Thank you.
Yariel Garcia. Skyleen Hun. Kayla Reyes. Epiphany Pearl Doughty. Liliana Perez. Anahi Garcia. Janelle Janeo. Ivy Kai. Shireen Saldivar. Arturo Flores. Jamar Mundell. Yassine Saki. Thomas Coffey. Sharon Garcia. Bianca Cortez. Tenzin Duction. Chrisnell Gonzalez. Erica Opukaweri. Francesca Guzman. Ananya Matasaran. Austin Bedoya. Chelsea Jimenez. Jennifer Hirilal. Mayerlis Zapata. Kayla Davis. Megner Nair. Alfonso Vasquez. Teresa Rodriguez. Hifsa Aslam. Okay. Sade Frierson. Angie Caro. Tadani Diego.
Thank you.
Maria Bond.
It's great to see you.
Barros.
Juan Camilo Flores Barros. Elian Hilario. Rue Carter Smith. Candace Garcia. Leanna Santos. Maciel Martinez. Hunter Seabrook. Tekara Pogue. Mary Lou Villarreal Villa. Brianna Petway. Jason McLeod. Kimberly Robles. Sophia Schaefer.
Ebersohn. Okay.
Ziné Ebersohn. Alivya Barry. Sumaiya Rashid. Stephen Fernandez. Yes. Now we have the candidates for the Bachelor's of Science in Psychology. Bashoy Sadek. Ariana Galindo. Montserrat Pumarejo. Iwana Oluwa Oyeleye. Dunya Azim. Janelle Alvarez. Claire Tawadris. Demiana Melek. Tafawu Sani. William Sagati. Nisha Sheikh. Cassina Geshet. Nicole Valdez. Noor Imran. Juliana Gomez. Nermeen Al-Habashi. Phoebe Dwamina. Mirzana Begum. Maria Diaz. Enefka Antoine. Tasneem Jahan. Nicole De Jesus. Brandon Umbayanga. Siobhan Fuller. Awa Fofana. Nigeli Arasena. Sumaiya Ahmed. Marina Shanuda. Hana Al-Rabadi. Radnisha Mahmood. Unini Alosoka. Aram Sen. Jabesh Sakar. Andrew Cyprian. Tuiba Begum. Lisa Cow. Okay. Sumaiya Tarafdar. Bushra Majid Al-Haj. Dina Tabassum. Brianna Daytu.
Khulud Zubaydi, Palestine Hara.
Khulud Zubaydi, Palestine Hora. Sorry. Fatima Al-Qadashi. Ikra Baksharat. Neharun Mao. Elizabeth Colcott. Cindy Sukram. Kendra Karela.
Okay.
Armando Peralta Camilo. Elliot Ruiz. Allison Argudo. Natalie Membrano Berganza. Erica Garvidia. Tamana Hoke. Genesis Santos. Nicole Toledo. Marianne Tuba. Zinayed Ahmed. Fayez Bouyan. Brittany Lacey. Catherine Richardson. Kasfa Mahi. Nafisa Hanim. Samantha Jahan. Samantha Louis.
Madi.
Abdullah Madi.
Okay.
George Luis Rosario Jr. Brian Chavez. Christian Jesus Leon. That's it? Thank you.
Huge, huge, huge congratulations to the class of 2024. So now, in the time-honored tradition, we're going to move your tassels on your caps from the right side to the left side to signal the conferral of your degrees. You guys ready? On 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Graduates, as you leave today, I wish you happiness and a rewarding life filled with joy and accomplishments and optimism about what is possible. Stay close, Congratulations, and this convocation is adjourned.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to De Niro. But I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my